Another top 5, and this time it's about the guys who don't get enough love from the NFL community.
Perfect.
Top 5 underrated players in the NFL, and to be completely fair, this is just my arbitrary list. This is my definitions of a guy I feel is underrated. If you have some guys that you feel like I obviously left off, there's 32 teams. I'm only mentioning 5 different players. Drop them down in the comments below. Absolutely let me know who you think your most underrated players in the entire NFL are, who isn't getting enough love. Again, drop it down in the comments below and let's get into it. At number 5 on my list, I've got New England Patriots offensive lineman Michael Onwenu. Basically, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive lineman. Since entering the league in 2020 as a 6th round draft pick out of Michigan, Onwenu has filled in pretty much every single role along the Patriots offensive line, helping keep the Patriots offensive running game and passing game chugging along, and he's become one of the more stable interior and even outside offensive lineman within the NFL as a whole. What he contributes to the Patriots offensive game plan is, again, a Swiss Army knife that allows you to put him on either side of the football. Heck, if he even played center, I think he'd probably be an effective center as well. He's played left guard to fill in during his rookie season. He filled in at left tackle when Isaiah Wynn was out, and then during this past season when Trent Brown was out with some time, he sat on the right tackle position and played some right tackle. And going into this upcoming season, looks to be the starting right guard to fill in the void left behind by Shaq Mason. So a lot of Michael Onwenu love coming from your boy. Obviously, I'm a Patriots fan, so I get to watch Onwenu play every single Sunday. He is, again, one of the more just steady rock pieces along the offensive line, along with a number of other very solid offensive linemen in New England. But I feel like it's time that Michael Onwenu gets a little bit more love from not only just New England Patriots fans, but NFL fans as a whole. A guy that can play, again, along the entire offensive line, has become a very solid piece along the interior and the outside. Honestly, super versatile. I think he deserves some love. At number 4 on my list is wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, T. Higgins. Now, since entering the NFL in 2020 as a 2nd round pick, T. Higgins has been one of the more slept on wide receivers in the entire league, in my opinion. His rookie year almost snagged 1,000 yards, and this past season, even with Jamar Chase on the roster, grabbed his first 1,000 yard season. In his first couple of seasons, 12 touchdowns as well. One of the more consistent outside threats, in my opinion, because his ability to separate, create, just maneuver his body off of defenders and secure catches is up there with some of the best receivers in the entire NFL, in my opinion. T. Higgins is a absolutely essential part of what the Cincinnati Bengals are trying to do on the offensive side of the football. I think that T. Higgins honestly is the perfect number 2 wide receiver opposite of a guy like Jamar Chase. He's a guy you still have to account for, you still have to respect, and it's going to open up the offense for playmakers like Jamar Chase, for guys like Joe Mixon, and to allow Joe Burrow to distribute the ball a little bit more evenly throughout the offense. What T. Higgins provides to the Cincinnati Bengals offense is absolutely paramount, and I think obviously Jamar Chase has been a very flashy, explosive wide receiver since entering the NFL last year, winning the Offensive Rookie of the Year. However, I think it's time we give a little bit of shine to guys like T. Higgins, who have been stepping up and playing really, really good football. Again, I really like T. Higgins. I like what he brings to the Bengals offense, and he's deserving of my number 4 spot of the most underrated players in the league. At number 3, offensive tackle, Philadelphia Eagles former rugby star Jordan Mailata. Jordan Mailata made the transition to playing football in about 2018, where he entered IMG Academies. Basically their preparation and their football program, right? Mailata since then became a 7th round NFL project that the Philadelphia Eagles took on as a we'll see what happens kind of deal, and has blossomed, absolutely blossomed into one of the best offensive tackles in the entire NFL. The Eagles paid him this past season in the equivalent of about the 8th highest paid contract for the offensive tackle position in the entire NFL, protecting players' blind sides, guys like Jalen Hurts, who absolutely need protection for honestly, Jordan Mailata is one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL. Over this past season, I want to say it was like a little under 1,000 total snaps, only allowed 3 sacks, only a handful of penalties. I mean, he's developed into an absolute star at the NFL level. I think his trajectory, again, just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. He's found a lot of success for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think it's a natural fit, and another offensive lineman on the list, getting some more love, some more shine. The guys in the trenches, honestly, I don't think they get quite enough shine, enough love from NFL fans in general, the NFL community in general. So, as a guy who, played a little bit of quarterback, I have to appreciate the big guys up front. Jordan Mailata, I absolutely love what he has brought to the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Number 2 on the list is going to be the center for the Kansas City Chiefs, Creed Humphrey. Humphrey has stepped up big in his very short time in the NFL for the Kansas City Chiefs, establishing himself as one of the best centers in the entire NFL last year. The fact that he didn't at least make the Pro Bowl, didn't get any kind of real consideration for those kind of accolades was insane to me. Playing over 1,200 snaps, only allowing 3 total sacks between the regular season and the postseason, only a handful of penalties. Creed Humphrey stepped up massively for the Kansas City Chiefs last year, and he was insanely 3rd place, if I'm not mistaken, in Offensive Rookie of the Year honors as an offensive lineman. So, Creed Humphrey, absolutely the truth. 2nd round pick last year, and he did all of that again as a rookie. So, what Creed Humphrey brings to the table for the Kansas City Chiefs is absolutely paramount. It is so necessary and so important. It has helped open up the offensive line to perform even better, and especially in a day and age where you have guys like Aaron Donald, you have your Fletcher Cox, you have your number of very strong interior pass rushers coming after your quarterback straight up the gut, giving them no time to drop back and pass, and protecting your running backs in the running game. It's uber important to have at least a solid rock in the middle at center, but the Chiefs found themselves a boulder out of Oklahoma in Creed Humphrey. I actually am really excited to see what he does moving forward. The trajectory is, again, just like Jordan Mailata, probably going to go straight upwards. I'm excited to see what he does with the rest of his time in the NFL. I don't think he's going to be an underrated name for too much longer, to be honest with you. However, let's give a little bit of shine at another offensive lineman, the last offensive lineman on my list, Creed Humphrey. And then finally, the number 1 underrated player in the NFL, and again, just my personal opinion, is going to be cornerback for the Atlanta Falcons, A.J. Terrell. A.J. Terrell in year 2 stepped up massively for the Atlanta Falcons, playing on a defense that ranked dead last in quarterback pressure, quarterback sacks in the NFL last year, means that you're spending a little bit more time in coverage than probably the average corner in the NFL. However, A.J. Terrell locked down opponents all of last season, and I think that he deserves some more shine. He didn't even make the Pro Bowl, no All-Pro list. However, he did get some considerations, but 3 interceptions, 81 tackles, and then only allowing 29 catches on 66 targets according to PFF. He allowed the lowest completion percentage and yards per target in the entire NFL last year, and again, surprisingly, no Pro Bowl, no All-Pros, but I think NFL fans are starting to realize that A.J. Terrell had a monster year last year. A.J. Terrell has easily, at least last year, played like one of the best corners in the entire NFL. If he can keep playing to this level, or at least close to this level, I think a lot of people are going to start understanding that A.J. Terrell is a monster at cornerback in the NFL. He stepped up huge after his rookie season. His sophomore year last year was phenomenal. The Atlanta Falcons, have themselves a future lockdown corner on the outside. And in a league where passing is absolutely vital and absolutely important to what offenses are trying to do, I think having an absolute shutdown corner, at least on one side of the field, well, it doesn't hurt. Having a guy like Jalen Ramsey, a Stephon Gilmore, a guy like an All-Pro Marlon Humphrey, A.J. Terrell, very, very, very valuable to what the Atlanta Falcons are trying to do. He's probably going to step up and be asked to be a leader in their locker room this year, as the Falcons are still kind of in that rebuild transition phase. I think the Atlanta Falcons have themselves a gem in A.J. Terrell, and he's probably been one of the best kept secrets heading into this upcoming season, as I think, again, he's starting to get a little bit more shine. But in my personal opinion, I still think he's incredibly underrated. So thank you so much for watching the video. Of course, feel free to stick around and watch some more content. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, get the bell on to know every single time that I'm dropping a video. My name is Tristan Blake Rines. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Adios.